The Tigers' 2024 season has been quite the roller coaster ride. They have found it hard to put back-to-back wins together or 4 quarters together so far. But if the trend holds, the Tigers should get a win tonight. But first thing, they have to get through Memphis East, a team that is trying to build back their program to the winning ways they used to be a few years ago. It's a wet night here at Jim Carroll Stadium. We'll take a look at tonight's game right after this quick timeout. I'm Steve Carnell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson. But before we get into tonight's game, all of us here in the broadcast booth would like to send our thoughts and prayers out to the family of Cliff Rozier. Cliff played here at Hardin County High School from 2006 to 2009. He was an outstanding young man whose life came to an end way too early. His family has been a huge part of Tiger Nation. His twin brother, Will, played here as well at Hardin County High School. His sister, Carly, cheered and played basketball here. And then you can go into his cousins, his first cousins, Stephen, David, and Cal Gobble, all played here and all coached by Cliff's dad, Chris Rozier. Chris has been a longtime coach here for Hardin County High School, a close friend of mine and Kurt's. He coached both of our boys and coached Kendall over there as well. So please keep the Rozier family in your prayers tonight. Pray for understanding and healing. All right, you can do a 30-second. It is a wet night, and hopefully it won't be like it was over at South Gibson last week as the Tigers traveled over there and played, I guess, a couple of quarters in a monsoon over there north of Jackson. But welcome to the Central Bank Tiger pregame show. The Tigers come back to home after being on the road the past couple of weeks. The Tigers stole a win at Giles County, but had a second half collapse that cost them the game at South Gibson. The Tigers are 1-2 overall, 0-1 in district play. Memphis East got their second win last week over Sheffield, 25-13. They come to Jim Carroll Stadium with a 2-1 record. But first of all, Kurt, welcome back and congrats on another grandbaby.
Oh yeah, I just absolutely perfect. I don't know how. Why I get all the perfect ones. You know, you got to. But, yeah, everything went good. Little girl looks great. Acts good. Sleeps a long time. Everything's right in the world.
You just jinxed it.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have to stay over there. That's the thing.
No, he doesn't.
But, both of you guys know this. East was known for some time as a powerhouse in football. Lost their way in the last few years, hired one of their own, one of their all-time best players over there, as a matter of fact, put a dagger in our playoff hopes.
He sure did.
On the field over there years ago. And then a couple of weeks before the season, he resigned or was fired or a little bit of both.
Yeah, we don't really know exactly what happened. I mean, my son Mac, he taught school over there at East, and he met Cassius Vaughn, and he said, "You don't know me, but I know you. You ruined my season." And he looked at him funny, and he told him, the Hardin County game. He went, "Oh yeah, man, we tore you up there at the end."
Yeah.
Y'all were crying.
Well, East got back in the playoff hunt last year, and they're off to a good start this season. They're going to be very talented. They're going to have some size. They'll have some speed, and I think I'm probably would compare them a lot to NBA, the team we played the first of the season.
Just based off watching their film from the past couple games, they've got a lot of speed. Not the most organized when it comes to their offense and defense, so there is a vulnerability there when it comes to our scheme and being able to execute. But yeah, there's no lack of size and speed when they come into town.
Hardin County last week just couldn't get it going offensively, especially in the second half. They struggled in the red zone as well, and only could muster up a field goal from a Ketsa, a 23-yarder last week. The Tigers' defense played well at times, but they were on the field, Kendall, most of the second half, if not all of the second half.
Yeah, I mean, for the amount of time, I think I alluded to them, paying rent on their football field because they were out there at what seemed like 75% of the entire game. Offensively, I think was our biggest woe last week, and so, hopefully we had a long week of practice and we can get things rolling here early tonight.
Kirk, it's kind of been a struggle offensively. You and I go over to Giles County. They looked really well in the first half. They clicked off some yardage. They made some really good plays, got into the red zone. And just like last week, it seems to be an issue when we get inside the 10.
Yeah, well, that's true for everybody. I mean, you're really good teams find a way to score in the red zone. They work on it. They have red zone periods. I mean, that's all they do is practice red zone. But it's a short field. It's harder to throw because you're congested in the end zone. You got more guys that can drop, and everybody plays at a higher level when you're inside that 20-yard line. So, I mean, they talk about it all the time. I mean, you hear it on TV, is what their red zone percentage is. This team, new faces, hadn't had that 3 and 4 year connection, throwing the ball to certain players. I mean, they're just this is a new team, new players, new positions, and it's a learning experience. We knew there were going to be growing pains, and last week was.
Kendall, I wanted to bring you in on this question. There's been talk that maybe tonight that you see two quarterbacks. They may each get a quarter or whatever, but just trying to get something going. Nothing against the starter other than they're just trying to get something else to maybe spark the offense. And you were kind of involved in that your freshman year. And, the coaches decided to make a decision after 3 games on your future being here as a young player. And it looks like kind of this way tonight. And I kind of remember back when Coach Smith, I think it was his first year or second year as coach. And, as a coaching staff, you got to make decisions, and not only for the season ahead, but also for the future.
Yeah, I think it's one of those deals, too, where you alluded to it not being not being a big negative when it comes to Brody, but changing things up. They're 2 different styles of athletes. Coleman brings a little bit more of the running game into the picture when it comes to offense. So, if you're trying to be run heavy between the tackles, you at least need to give them a threat when it comes to the quarterback reading the ends and pulling the ball. And, Brody, I think the biggest thing is it's almost perfecting the little things. And you saw last week a little bit of a struggle there. So, it just depends on how you take it as a quarterback. I feel like it's just my mind, but anytime if that would have happened to me, I think the biggest thing was, taking it as motivation to get better in practice leading up to the game. And then, if you're in Coleman's shoes, you're thrilled to get the opportunity and bring some excitement to the field.
Well, another thing too, Kendall, and you've been in it, is recognition. When you're a quarterback, the longer you play, the slower the game is, and the quicker you are to recognize what's happening in front of you. And when you're in the middle of a game and you've played against scout teams in practice, you can't simulate what's happening against an opponent who has different schemes than what you may be running in practice. And you just need to be able to learn. I mean, there cannot be enough film study for a first-year starting quarterback, because he's got to be able to recognize when to give, when to keep, when that throw is open. What type of throw do I need to make? Do I need to put it fast and low, or do I need to lob it over their head? I mean, there are just so many factors there that become natural. Unfortunately, we had a great quarterback last year that's gone, and whoever steps up and whoever plays he's learning it on the fly.
Yeah, I think another thing too, when you think about our offense, we really haven't, even through the first 3 games, we haven't had the opportunity and we haven't seen it where we're really in a groove when it comes to being comfortable, whether it's play calling, execution. There's always been some kind of setback when it comes to penalties, turnovers, etc. And so we're just waiting on that to kind of get in stride moment and get comfortable. And hopefully see success doing so.
All right, we'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Central Bank Tiger pregame show here at Jim Carroll Stadium. It's good to be home as Memphis East is finishing up their pregame warm-ups. The Tigers have already taken it to the locker room, and we're a few minutes away from kickoff. You're listening to Tiger football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. Stadium. You're listening to the Central Bank Tiger Pregame Show. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson. Brett will be on the camera on our streaming live at YouTube channel Slice 93, or you can go to WKWXFM.com, click the link there on the homepage, and it'll take you right to it. We were talking earlier about offensively and defensively, but I do want to point out some bright points for this Tiger team so far through the first 3 seasons. Number one is our special teams. Our kicking game has been outstanding, Kurt. Field goal-wise, punting with Carter Pigg. We've had a run back. Lamarian's had a run back already this year. That's been some of the bright points, as well as Jacob Saunders at tailback.
Yeah, I mean, as far as we've seen, basically 2 real threats on offense, and that's Wyke out as a wide receiver, and Saunders, who we knew coming in this year was a special talent at tailback. So, I mean, we've got those 2 guys, and you got an offensive line that has looked good, bad. I mean, consistency hadn't quite been there, but they've shown promise that they can, get a defensive front block. So if they can come up with ways to get a defensive front block, get that ball to Saunders, especially in space, and then they've got Wyke, who they can depend on. I mean, he made a catch over there at
Giles County.
Giles County, where he drug 2 tiptoes across the line and was completely parallel 2 feet off the ground, made the catch. I mean, you don't see that on TV. I mean, and so I mean that they've got talent in spots. They've just got to find a way to utilize that talent to their advantage on offense.
Well, that's what's been confusing, Kendall, to me in thinking about, so far. Offensively, we've had some really good drives. We've put some real good drives together. Giles County game was one of those where we had to have, what ended up being a game-winning drive with a field goal. Last week, we got back. I mean, they took the opening kickoff. They got it to the 5-yard line. Our defense held. I think it's a 3rd down play. Saunders breaks free. We get in plus territory, get down to around the 5, and then we just kind of self-destructed.
Yeah, I think the biggest, and it's like I said earlier, penalties in terrible spots on the field, especially when we're driving. And we have a drive together, and then you do something where you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. I think that's played more of a factor in the past couple games. And one thing to point out when it comes to the special teams is our return coverage has been so good too. I mean, last week, South Gibson, I don't want to say they almost broke a couple, but we're doing a really good job of containing the returners when it comes to special teams. So it's really one of those deals, I believe, that you only go as far as your quarterback does. I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's just the truth in college football. It's the truth in NFL, and I think it's the truth when it comes to high school football. And so I'm thinking it's going to get turned around tonight.
Well, and another thing, too, I mean, I didn't see that game last week. We talked about it. But if they would just simply quit hurting themselves.
Yeah,
you look at that game that against Memphis Business Academy, the first game. We would make a great defensive play and get a turnover, a fumble, an interception, and the very next play, turn it back over.
Just don't get in your own way.
Well, we did it last week. A crucial defensive stop right around midfield. We hold them on downs. Very first play, we try to go for the kill shot, and we throw a pick. They get the pick, run it back to about our 45, and from that moment on,
it was ball game.
It never changed. The momentum, everything.
Well, and what we're talking about is Kendall talked about getting in a rhythm as an offense. Yeah. You can kind of feel it happening when it's going. You can
feel it when it's not going.
Yeah, and by that being self-defeating, I mean, you said get into a rhythm.
That's it.
This is rhythm or blues.
Yeah.
It's not rhythm and blues. Right. I mean, because you're either in rhythm or you're having the blues. I mean, it's one way or the other, and they just got to get out of their own way. Yeah, I mean.
Other action going on tonight in the district. Dyer County will be at Chester County. Lexington will be at Northside. That'll be a good one. Northside, our next opponent. Crockett County will be at Southside, and Christian County, Kentucky, will be at South Gibson. The Pride is forming the T out of the north end zone. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff here at Jim Carroll Stadium. You've been listening to the Central Bank Tiger pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the opening kick. You're listening to Tiger football right here on 93.5 FM. To Hardin County football, I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson, bringing you Hardin County football tonight from Jill Carroll Stadium. The strobe lights are blinking, they're strobing, and the Tigers are coming out of the north end zone through the T, and it's football time in Hardin County. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your opening kickoff right after this. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. It's time for Hardin County football as the Tigers won the toss and deferred to the second half. And they come to the sideline. They'll be wearing all maroons, maroon pants, maroon shirt, and maroon helmet.
Hey, Steve.
And Memphis East, maroon pants, white shirt, and maroon helmets.
One thing I was curious about is, man, the field looks great to have had as much rain. Now, they may tear it up some, but there's no indication that anybody was slipping in warm-ups or anything else. That field is in excellent condition.
Yeah, it is. As the Tigers come out, I'm like you. I didn't see anybody doing anything that where we were having to do. I'm trying to see what they're doing with Memphis East. They're still going through their pregame warm-ups, and now the official says, okay, we got to play football.
I believe they won the toss and deferred because we've got the return team out.
Oh, okay. We didn't see it. They were all huddled up out there. Back deep for Hardin County will be Saunders and Lamarion White. As Cameron George will come out and boot it away for the Mustangs of Memphis East.
It's always fun to check the kickers for these Memphis teams because for years, they had to get every team from Memphis went for two. They just didn't have kickers, and that's changing over time. And I love watching the first kick in a ball game when we play a Memphis school to see what kind of leg they have.
Well, I'll take that back. It's it's like they got 88, but they don't have an 88 on their roster. So
moved in this week.
Yep. So they're trying to get everybody lined up. Do they have enough on the field? Now they're going to run somebody on. They were missing one. So hopefully we'll get this thing started here in just a few minutes.
That's a good sign.
So the whistle blows. They approach the football. Here is a high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit and take a bounce. Lamarion gets it at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Makes a move to the outside, and he's going to be knocked down right around the 34-yard line where they'll have it first down, 1st and 10. Bell on the tackle for the Mustangs. So Brody will bring them out. Saunders will be in the backfield with him. He's primarily been the tailback through the first 3 games. They talked about limiting his carries. He's not a very big guy, but they hadn't done that yet. He's been a workhorse back there. They'll go 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They're going from the north to the south end zone. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders, trying the left side, and nothing there. Maybe a yard.
Not much of a push.
Well, that's been the thing too.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a better push than that. That was just the down 4 guys made that play, and linebackers didn't even have to get involved.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and 9 from the 36. Here's a snap. Quick throw to White. Complete. Has some running room down the sideline across the 40. He's going to be knocked out of bounds.
I'd do
right
that.
around the 43.
I'd do that until they stopped it.
That's it.
So it'd be 3rd down, 3rd and right around 3. So 3rd and 3 from the 43. Brody sends 2 receivers to his left now, 1 here to the near side. Saunders to his left. Here's a snap. They'll pitch it to him, trying to get outside, and he doesn't get the block on the edge. And they're going to come up and make the stop back at the original line of scrimmage. So the Tigers will have to punt it away. So it'll be 4th down. Well, they'll spot it at about the 38. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 7, and Carter Pigg will come out to punt it away. He had some running room on that side, just couldn't.
Outside linebacker came up and played the edge, and he kept his outside free and was able to make the play.
Here's a snap. It's a good one. He gets this one away. It's a knuckleball type kick. It'll hit at the 30. They get away from it. Takes a Tiger bounce down to the 27. So Memphis East will take over.
Good punt. No return. High. Decent length.
At their 27, first down, 1st and 10.
You know, that's a stat we got here in the booth. Kendall, he was a punter for the high school, and every time it rained in the pour down, he had 60-yard kicks in the rain. I don't know why he was better in the rain, but
played
he was.
That skip.
So Butler will be the quarterback for Memphis East. He'll take the snap, hand off to his tailback, has a little bit of running room off the left side to about the 30. They stack it up there. Picks up a couple. Butler looks like he's about 5'6", 5'7". He's a small guy. He'll send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Right is a running back. He stands to his left. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Wright, trying to get some running room. Now he'll cut it back to the middle of the field. He has running room at the 35 down to the 40, and that'll be enough for a Mustang first down.
And see, that is a prime example. It's well played by the defense. And they just missed tackle at the line of scrimmage. I mean, that should have been no gain. We were there. We could have made the play. You just got to finish.
Here's a snap. Right again, right side. Has some running room. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Inside Tiger territory down at the 30-yard line. And it'll be another first down for the Mustangs. 2 base plays. Just had a hole.
Yeah, that was not like the other play. We didn't have anybody there on that play. He was just free running.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of the Tigers. This drive started at their own 27. Butler in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Wright again. Has running room off the right side at the 20. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Too easy. He got a stiff arm on our safety, and when he didn't make the tackle, he was the last line of defense. But then again, he's shifty, quick, and kind of danced through small spaces that time to get into the open field when he did. He knows what to do with it when he gets in the open field.
So Wright took it in from 32 yards out, and the Mustangs are quickly on the board with 8:57 to go here in the first quarter. Butler will hold. And now they shift before the snap. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 8:57 to go here in the first quarter. East on top, 7-0. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. The Mustangs go, 33 yards? Is that what it was? I mean, not 33 yards. They took it at their 27.
They went 74 yards.
74 yards on about 5 plays, 4 plays.
Yep.
And Wright takes it in from 32 yards out. And not a good start for the Tiger defense.
No. Well, they had trouble getting off blocks. I mean, the one time that we were in place, we missed the tackle. And the rest of the time, it was pretty much just their talent was better than ours.
Here's a kick. It's on the ground. It's picked up at the 30, still on his feet at the 35, and then he'll be knocked down from behind. I can't see who that is. That's Adams. So Hardin County will take over first down, 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. So Brody will bring them to the line. 3 receivers now go to the left, 1 here to the near side. They're going from the north to the south end zone. Jacob to the right of Brody. Here's a snap. Drops back, looking to pass, fires, and throws it way out of bounds. And that'll bring up second down, 2nd and 10. So second down, 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Clock stops with 8:46 to go here in the first quarter. Ivy brings them to the line. He'll send White and Eliff to his left. Ruddle here to the near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders, trying to bounce it outside. He's getting a block there by Ruddle at the 40-yard line. Goes inside the 40 up to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah,
well, we got a penalty flag.
Warning. Sideline warning.
Sideline warning on the defense. And
that pretty good decision there by Saunders. Play was intended to go inside. He bounced it outside, but he's on the short side, so he didn't have a lot of room to work with, but did a good job, picking up 7 yards.
So they bring up third down, 3rd and about 4. Ball at the Tiger 43. 2 receivers left, one here to the near side. Here's a snap. Saunders is going to be hit in the backfield.
Same guy. They're small outside linebacker. He's on running plays. He's just shooting Saunders. Wherever Saunders goes is what he does. Pretty good. Pretty good idea on the defense because he is about our best weapon, especially in short yardage situations. And that number 8's just shooting whatever gap where Saunders is going.
So another 3 and out for the Tigers, and they'll have to punt it away again. Here comes Pig standing at his 25. Here's a snap. There's a whistle.
If it's against it.
What is this going to be?
I don't know.
They're clapping, so it's got to be on us.
So a legal procedure on the Tigers. I guess they can decline it or move it back. Let's see what they do. They're going to push them back 5. So it'll be 4th down, 4th and 10 now. Carter will have to scoot back to about his 20-yard line.
That's one of those deals where you hurt yourself for no reason.
Back deep is Thomas. Here's a snap. Almost got it blocked. He kicked it straight up in the air and out of bounds.
Nobody blocked him. He came pretty much on. He was pretty close on the last punt. They're
going to spot it at the Tigers' 39-yard line.
That's about right.
Well, they'll have it 1st down, 1st and 10 at the Tiger 39.
What did we say?
Spot at the 40.
What did we say before we started? Don't hurt yourself. And that's the kind of stuff there. Just one guy got back there, but that means one guy got back there.
So Butler will bring them to the line, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side. They're scrimmaging on the left hash. They're going from the south to the north. Butler looks over to the sideline. Now he'll move right to his right. He goes up the middle, breaks the initial contact, but this time they get him right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good job. Good gang tackling there. Got 2 or 3 guys.
That was Pig, along with Parker Gerals on the tackle for Hardin County. So bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 9. They'll give him a yard to the 39. So they'll go 3 now. They'll go trips to the right, 1 here to the near side. Butler looking over to his sideline, see what they want to do with this play. Wright stands to his right. 4-man front for the Tigers. And here's another whistle. Too much time, yeah. So that'll cost them 5. And put them behind the sticks. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 14. It'll move it back to the 44. So 2nd down and 14. Trips right. 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Wright. Trying the middle of the field. He's going to be hit. And gets a couple of the penalty yards back, but knocked down right at the 40. That was Rasback on the tackle for the Tigers. So that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 10. Ball resting right at the 40-yard line. 6:27 to go. 7-0. Memphis East on top. Butler's going to fire down the middle of the field. Has a man, and it's going to be incomplete over his head. He has split 2 of the defenders, our safety and our corner on that side, but he overthrew him. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You think they'll try to make us jump off sides here?
Well, it's 4th and 10. They'll have to do it a couple of times.
Yeah, but try to get them 5 extra yards.
Yeah. So 4th down, 4th and 10. They'll go for it from our 40. 2 receivers right and left now. 4-man front for the Tigers. Butler in the shotgun formation, right to tailback to his right. Hard count. No jumping by the Tiger front. Now here's a snap. Straight drop, looks, fires, screen, complete. Has running room across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for the 1st down.
Good call. Good call by them. I mean, they got their little quick guy out in space, and he made us pay for it.
So Wright picks up the 1st down and moves it to the 25 of the Tigers. Clock rolling. 6 minutes to go here in the 1st quarter. They scored on their opening drive with a 32-yard run by Wright. Butler steps back, looking, now rolls to his right, under pressure. Now he'll go back to his left. He's got a man wide open at the 10, 5, touchdown, East. Scramble drill, nobody was even close to the receiver. And he looked up, picked him up downfield, and it's 13-0. That was Edwards on the catch.
We might have been better if the field had been wet and muddy and slippery. Because that quarterback, he just looked like Fran Tarkin back there, and nobody knows who that is anymore, though.
So Butler will hold. Awaiting the snap, high snap, gets it down. The kick is up, spinning toward the uprights, and the kick is good. Our new score, 5:40 to go here in the 1st quarter. 14-0, Memphis East on top. We'll take a quick timeout. This is Hardin County Football, 93.5 FM. Jim Carroll Stadium, 14-0 our score, East on top. Hey, I want to remind you about the Poppy's Barbecue over in Crump, Tennessee, having their Pick 6 contest. Go over there, pick some winners from this weekend, and you'll get a chance to win a Poppy pack over at Poppy's Barbecue. Here's a short kick by Memphis East, taken by Adams at the 25, 30, 35 down to the 40-yard line. So a good starting position for Hardin County. It'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 at the 41. So Coleman now comes into the game at quarterback, sophomore for the Tigers. So they'll go trips to the left, one here to the near side receiver, and Saunders, the tailback, now moves to the left of Coleman. Here's a snap, quick throw, complete, and he moves across the 50-yard line into East territory, and that should be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and 10 Tigers on play number 1.
Starting to rain, Steve.
Thought it was already raining. So the 1st down, 1st and 10 from Memphis East, 49. 5:13 to go here in the 1st. Coleman in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Saunders. Breaks the tackle on the backfield, stays on his feet at the 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. Down the sideline and run out of bounds right at the 30, and that'll be Another Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers. Good play by Jacob. He got hit in the backfield.
Actually, it helped him. I mean, he got grabbed and spun him back to the outside, and it was just the same as making a great cut. Put him out into the open field.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from the Mustang 30. Coleman in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Saunders up the middle, breaks out of the pack at the 25. He's at the 20, gets hit from behind, and then rolled down as he run over a Mustang right around the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
There's your little rhythm going, Kendall.
That's it. Love the momentum. Got him started early, and look, we're driving down the field.
So that's another Hardin County Bank 1st and 10, and
good call by them.
Yeah, the Mustangs want to take a quick timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. Tigers trail 14, nothing but driving. You're listening to Tiger Football on 93.5 FM. Welcome back to Carroll Stadium. Tigers on the march now with 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. First down, 1st and 10 from the Mustang 14-yard line. Coleman in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his tailback. Has running room at the 10. Breaks a tackle there, and then he just bulls his way to the 5-yard line, where he'll be knocked down there. And it'll bring up second down, second and about a yard.
I mean, their average on this drive about 10 a clip.
Rain is starting to fall now here at Jim Carroll Stadium. The umbrellas come out. So he'll send Eliff and White to his left. Ruddle here to the near side. They're scrimmaging from the right hash. Here's a snap. They'll pitch it to Saunders, and he's going to be swallowed up as that time Coleman had trouble getting the handle on the football and couldn't get it to Jacob. That was a slow developing play, and it cost them a couple of yards. So it'll be third down, 3rd and 3 now, back at the 7. Coleman in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He's going to keep it right up the middle, has running room, tries to break it outside at the 5, dives forward. I think he's going to have enough for the first down. He's going to be right at the sticks, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's close. They're going to measure.
So they will call a timeout, measure this one. He dove for the first down marker. It looks like over there it's right at the 5-yard line, so they'll bring the chains out. While they do that, I want to remind you your Sports Saturday starts in the morning with Coach to Coach at 8 a.m. Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis will get you ready for SEC football. Take a dive into the Tennessee-Kent State game right here on 93.5 FM tomorrow night. And then following them, it'll be me, Kurt, Kendall, and Coach Seaton. And we'll talk about tonight's game and get you ready for next week, as it'll be Northside in town for homecoming and gold. And they say he's just a tad short.
What's a tad?
I don't know. Maybe an inch or two. So now Aiden looks over to the sideline, and they're going to keep their offense out there with this 4th down play. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side. Now they're going to try to draw them offside, and, well, I think we got an official.
The official blew our call.
Yeah, he sure did.
He sure did, yeah. He wasn't set. Now they're ready to go. They're going to try to get them to jump off sides and maybe take a timeout. And they will. 3:18 to go here in the first quarter, 14-0 our score. Tigers have a fourth down play when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, fourth and Robin says a scotch. So now they'll come out and they'll put Coleman underneath center. They brought in some heavyweights behind him. That's Johnson and Murphy. I formation. Here's a snap. And now another whistle. And they're going to be offsides. And did you see what they did? They gave it to Big Johnson on the belly play. They're not going to need it now, so it's going to be first and goal. They'll go half the distance to the goal from there. So what, 2.5, 3 yard line? 2.5. So it'll be first and goal from about the 2.5. So now they'll keep the same formation. Coleman under center. Here's a snap. They'll give it to golly, Bill, another whistle. We can't get a play off. Offsides again.
Would you rather them not whistle it?
Well, you're talking about the flow of the game. They're killing it.
Well, it's our flow.
Yeah, but I want to see Johnson run.
The truth comes out.
Yeah. So they'll line.
They're just trying to use up clock with these offside penalties.
So Coleman looks over to the sideline, same formation, I formation. Johnson is a fullback. Now they'll shift him out. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. He follows him right into the end zone. Touchdown, Hardin County. And the Tigers get on the board.
And the light show goes on.
And then they trail 14-6, awaiting the extra point.
Good drive. I mean, that's
really good drive.
That's the way you want to do it. I mean, policy yards every play.
Aketsa will kick it. Ivy will hold. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, spinning toward the uprights, and the kick is good. 3:13 to go. Tigers cut into the lead. 14-7 our score. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM.
He kicks a pretty ball.
Yeah, he does.
He's a good kicker.
Yeah.
He is. Hey, what about that right there?
Doesn't seem too phased about the situations either.
All right, we're ready.
Scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company. Tigers go 7 plays, 59 yards. Jacob Saunders punches it in from 2 yards out. The PAT is good, and the Tigers are down 7-14.
You know, it's kind of weird. We both teams, there were 5 possessions in the first quarter. And now there's 3:13 left in this quarter, and I don't think each side has had it but once. It's like first quarter lasted an hour, and that one was 15 minutes.
So Aketsa will kick it away. Here's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line at the 20. He's going to be hit there and knocked down at the 22. And that's Coleman, your quarterback, making the tackle.
Good job. That's good kick coverage for high school.
So they'll have it first and 10 at their 23-yard line.
But here comes the big test. I mean, you know, we cut it to a one-score game, but if your defense can't get stops, you know, they're going to be ahead the whole ball game.
So Butler will bring them to the line. Right, his tailback. He'll go 2 receivers right and left. 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. Butler will give it to Wright, trying to get some running room to the outside, and he does. Has running room at the 35, still on his feet at the 40, still on his feet at the 45, breaking tackles, and now he gets outside here to the home side at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown, East.
Doesn't matter if we can't get stops on defense.
Yeah. Well, he had a gaping hole.
Yeah, I mean.
And then broke a couple of tackles.
Well, I mean, he can stop on the dime and cut.
Yeah, and cut it across the grain. And when he got on this side of the field, that's all she wrote.
And I'll tell you something else. They had the athleticism and the speed to get their team downfield to block for him. This is a better East team than we have seen in the past. I mean, as far as their execution goes.
Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:47 to go here in the first. 21-17. 21-7 our score here at Jim Carroll Stadium as the rain is coming down. And, Kirk, we just took some momentum, and they just took it back away from us.
Well, and that's what we talked about. Everything they've done positive pretty much except that second game of the year at Giles County. They do the worst possible response. I mean, and it's not offense or defense. It's just the timing of their breakdowns are crucial. I mean, like, we get that momentum, we score, get a kick, hold them down there right about the 20-yard line, and then the next play give up an 80-yard touchdown. I mean, it's rally killers. It's almost just like I hadn't seen 3 or 4 high school games, and they've done this consistently to just kill themselves.
So back deep is Saunders and White. White will take it at the 20, 25-30, trying to get outside, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 33-yard line. And the Tigers will have it there, first down, 1st and 10. They'll spot it at the 34, their own 34. With 2:39 to work with here in the first quarter, and the rain is coming down even harder. So Coleman will bring them back out. He took over the last drive, took them right down the field for our first score. 2 receivers to the left. That's Eliff and White. Ruddle here to the near side. 4-man front for East. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. Has some running room. He's going to be caught, wrestled down to the ground at the 40-yard line, but a good pickup there. But big 65 got him down for East. That's Tarvis. He's a big young man at defensive tackle spot.
I'd say.
So pickup of 6. It'll be second down, 2nd and 4. Now they'll go trips left. Single receiver near side. Here's a snap. They'll fake the pitch. Coleman looking for some running room, and he's going to be grabbed and then thrown backwards, and we didn't have a chance on that one.
Just too congested between the tackles. Even the success we've had so far is Saunders bouncing it outside.
Lost a yard, so it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 5, back at the 39. So Coleman will bring them to the line. 2 receivers right and left. 4-man front for the Mustangs. Saunders to his right. Here's a snap. Quick throw. Complete to White. Has a first down on his feet at the 45 to about the 46. That almost went the other way. Tipped it right into Lamarian's hands, and that'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10.
That went from a pick 6 to an incomplete pass to a first down.
Yeah.
0 right in man coverage.
Yeah.
That's where it all starts.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, Hardin County. Ball out at our 47-yard line. Scrimmaging right out there by the eye of the Tiger at midfield. Here comes Coleman, shotgun formation. Now he'll put Saunders in motion near side. Here's a snap, and here's a whistle.
Thank goodness.
And they're going to say we moved early. That'll bump us back 5. So it'll be first down, 1st and 15 now.
Well, you may not have size or speed, but you don't have to be dumb. I mean, and I don't mean that mean, but I mean, those are things that are avoidable no matter what, whether you have any talent or not. You can keep from jumping off sides. I mean, that's mental.
So now they'll go 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Quarterback draw. Has running room at the 45, still on his feet. Gets close to the 49, maybe 48-yard line. So he picks up the penalty yards and a couple of more, and that'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and about 8. So now they'll go trips right side, single receiver to the left. Here's a snap, looking right, under pressure, fires, and it's going to be complete.
Holy moly.
At the 35-yard line with a man all over his back. That's Cord Smith.
Corbin, my gosh, there was 4 guys. He threw that ball, 4 guys within an arm's length, and Corbin caught it.
So that'll be a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 on the catch by Smith.
Coaches need to pick up, too. I saw Saunders go out in the flats on that play. He was wide open out there.
That's the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Memphis East 21, Hardin County 7. The Tigers driving. We'll be back to Jim Carroll Stadium right after this. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson and Brad on the camera. Tigers and the Mustangs in a battle here. 21-7 our scores. We move to the second quarter. Mustangs on top. Tigers have it first down, 1st and 10 at the Mustang 37. But right now we got some clock issues.
Yeah, I thought we were in the second quarter. They took a timeout. It looked like they changed sides. But that wasn't true. Y'all didn't correct me, and I'm sitting here talking about how it was a long first quarter and a short second quarter.
We were waiting for it to dawn on you.
We're professionals, Kurt.
Yeah, you could have pointed that out.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to throw you under the bus.
Well, that's more like a train.
Yeah. All right, here we go. First down, 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Here's a snap. Right up the middle. Has running room at the 35, 30, and then down to the 25. They spread everybody out, and that time Aiden went off the right side with the draw, and that'll be another Hardin County Bank 1st and 10.
Good run. He saw daylight and got to it, really quick. They still got some of that momentum going on this side of the ball.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from the 25 of the Mustangs. Here's a snap. They'll fake the pitch again. He'll keep it up the middle. Now he'll break out of the pack at the 20. Still on his feet at the 15-yard line, close to another first down, depending on the spot. That time they faked the pitch to Saunders.
They tried that once earlier, and he didn't get anything on it. That time they had it blocked.
So they will spot him just short across the field there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, now what are they going to do? They're going to say it's first down or not? Well, they are. They're going to say it's a first down, so it is. Hardin County Bank 1st and 10. They'll go ahead and move the chains at the 15-yard line. Here comes a man in motion. That's from Marion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. Now he has running room. He's got the corner at the 10, at the 5. He's going to be banged down around the 3. They'll spot it at the 2.
It's coming back.
He took a big lick, and now it's coming back. What is it, holding?
Yeah.
So he got it down to the 2-yard line, but they'll bring it back.
It'll be 1st and 20. I don't know. You know how they enforce that?
Yeah, well, if it's.
It happened in the backfield, so.
You see, they're marking it from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. If it happens beyond the first down markers when they bring it back, I'm not sure. Just to be real honest, that's the explanation we got, in that first game.
Well, and I hadn't seen it since.
I had neither. I didn't see it any at South Gibson or at Giles County. It probably has something to do with whatever crew you're with. So they'll move it back to the 25. It'll be first down, 1st and 20. 2 receivers left, one to the far side. Here's a snap. Saunders up the middle, has some running room, breaks a tackle there, and he'll go to the 20, inside the 20 to the 19. So a good power run there between the tackles for Jacob, and get some blocks up front now, pushing the pile a little, or the line of scrimmage back just a tad.
Rain has been consistent ever since it started. It'll be a factor as you move on if it keeps doing that.
So it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and about 13. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking. Throws it up in the end zone, has a man there, White, makes the grab. Are they going to call it a touchdown? Touchdown, Hardin County. He fell down, and it just got to him. That was a floater in this rain.
I'm glad they were playing man coverage because they weren't looking at the football. If they had seen the football, everybody on the field could have run over and caught it. That was a great catch, though.
Yeah, it was.
He's proving he can do that.
So the Tigers get back on the board and cut back into the lead, 21-13, awaiting the extra point. Snap down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Our new score, 10-16 to go here in the half. Memphis East 21, Hardin County 14. Back after this.
Powered by Jones Motor Company, the Tigers go 9 plays, 66 yards. Aiden Coleman connects with Lamarion White from 21 yards out, and the PAT is good. East 21, Hardin County 14.
So Ketsa will kick it away for the Tigers.
He's a real deal, isn't he, Steve?
He is. Here's a high end-over-end kick toward the boundary, taken at the 15. He'll cut it back to the middle of the field. He's going to be surrounded by some Tigers now. He'll break out of the pack across the 30 to about the 36-yard line. Well, they'll take over first down, 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Thought we had a good position. We had 3 guys there. He had 1 blocker. That one guy must have blocked all 3 of ours because he got loose.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10. Now we need the defense to step up, maybe get a turnover here. Have something positive to happen. 10:09 to go here in the half. 21-14 the score. East on top. They'll spot it back here at the 36. Butler will bring them out with Wright, his tailback. He'll send 3 receivers left. One here to the near side. They're scrimmaging right here at the near hash. They're going from the north to the south end zone. Tigers in a 4-man front. They start this series. Here's a snap. Butler's going to keep it. Trying to get outside, and he'll run right in.
Good tackle.
To Kenny out there. He had a good game last week, as a matter of fact.
They don't even know where they are on the field.
Pickup of about 3. It'll be second down, 2nd and 7. They pushed it out to the 39. Now they'll go empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 here to the near side.
They only got 3 in the backfield. They're missing a player.
And now Wright will hustle back, and he'll stand to the right of Butler. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Wright. Trying the middle, nothing there. Trying to find some running room. He does up the middle. He has a first down. Still on his feet. We can't tackle him.
No.
Out to the 49.
He's good. I know one thing. If we were playing tag, I'd want him on my team.
Well, you just can't. You can't watch him. If you watch him, he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
He comes up limping. And he's going to have to go out for a minute.
I like those little guys, especially if they're like got those chunky thighs. There's nothing to tackle, and when they're quick like he is, I mean, we can put 3 guys there, and we barely get a hand on it.
That's right.
So they'll bring in Brown, and he's not much bigger. So Butler in the shotgun formation now. He'll send 3 receivers to his left, 1 here to the near side. They're right at midfield at the 49. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Brown. Brown is still on his feet, goes into Tiger territory, spins around, then knocked down at the 45. Excuse me. That time Pig on the stop for the Tigers. So it'll be second down, 2nd and about 4 from the Tigers' 45. They run a diamond formation tight on the left side, receiver out here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap, quick throw, complete, and he's on the move across the 40 down to about the 35. We just couldn't get out there.
No, and they're going to learn real quick that your angles have to change. I mean, if you're 10 yards away from them, you got to run 20 yards down the field to tackle them. I mean, if you run it where they were, you're just going to be waving at them.
So enough for a first down. It moves the ball to the Tiger 34-yard line. 8:18 to go here in the half. At halftime is our Central Bank halftime report. Also our Tiger report. This will get you caught up on all the plays in the first half and get you ready for the second half. First down, 1st and 10. Butler will give it to Brown. The ball's on the ground.
Still on the ground.
Still on the ground. Tigers are fighting for it, but I think Butler got back on it at the 40.
God, dog.
We had 3 Tigers back there, but Brown came out with it. Now Brown will go out. And they'll bring in another.
I think that's our first negative tackle in the ball game.
They'll bring in their 3rd tailback. This is Battle. So now they'll run that same tight formation here to the near side. 3 receivers in a diamond. 1 to the far. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Battle, trying to get outside. He gets hit. And then finally a whole host of Tigers come up and help out.
That's what it takes. That's how you beat this kind of team. But if you can't get off your blocks, like if you're a linebacker and you're getting blocked and they get out there on the perimeter, if you can't get off that block, you can't help. In that situation, we had a corner, a linebacker, and a safety all came together to make that tackle.
So they'll spot it back at the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 13 from the 37. 2 receivers right and left. Here comes a man in motion near side. Here's a snap, rolling that way, looking, under pressure, breaks a tackle there, and now he's going to slip down at the 45. And the rain helped us there because he has some open grass on their sideline. And that'll bring up 4th down. Johnson in on the tackle, and it looks like they'll send in their punt team.
That's what all our coaches were praying for down there, wasn't it?
Rain.
Yeah.
So they bring up 4th down. Back at the 44. White back deep. He'll stand at his own 10-yard line. They'll punt it from the 45. Tigers running players on and off the field. Now here comes somebody in here late. Here's a snap. Here comes some pressure. He'll get it away. It's a short kick. It's going to hit. Take a Mustang bounce inside the 30 down to the 35. Where the Tigers will take over 1st down, 1st and 10 with 5:33 to go here in the half. Now they'll bring Ivy back out in this series for the Tigers. So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10. Ball at our 25-yard line. Getting hard for me to see down there, too. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side. Saunders behind Ivy. Now Eliff goes in motion. He drops back, and he's going to tuck it. Takes off at the 30, 35, still on his feet. He'll have a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 at about the 40-yard line. So a good pickup there. Looking to throw to the outside, it seemed like, and fell under pressure and took off.
Yeah, he was looking for the seam route.
Yeah, big 65 was up in his face, and he's a big young man, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers. At their own 39, Ivy sends 2 receivers right and 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Saunders. Has a little bit of running room as he finds some space out to the 44-yard line.
Plenty of time to work with. I mean, just under 5 minutes, so they've got time, especially, in high school, clock stops every time they get a 1st down.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 4 from our own 45. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 4-man front for the Mustangs. He'll give it to Saunders, right side, still on his feet at the 50, still making his way inside East territory at about the 46, and that'll be enough for Hardin County Bank, 1st and 10.
That's what we were talking about, Kurt. Momentum.
Yeah, and another thing, too, though, is I've seen Saunders score on those plays. He's actually getting run down from behind on several of these tackles, and that's just what kind of athletes that are on that side of the ball.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 at the Mustang 46. Here's a snap. Brody looking. Now he'll take off. He's at the 40, dives toward the marker. Depends on where they spot it. Maybe enough for another 1st down. Now they're going to spot him about a yard short. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and about a yard at the 37.
We're trying to keep that ball from getting wet.
Yeah, they sent in a new ball because it was wet, and then he threw it on the ground.
Well, this guy on this side, he ain't caught one yet.
He's a lineman in high school. So
it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 1. Here's a snap. Saunders left side. Now he'll break free at the 30. On his feet at the 25, and then he just runs over a Mustang right about the 22-yard line. He didn't try to miss him. He took it right at him, and that'll be enough for our Hardin County Bank 1st and 10. Now the Mustangs want to take a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. 3:14 to go here in the half. 21-14 our score. Tigers on the move. We'll be back right after this. Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, the WKWX app, and streaming live on our YouTube channel, Slice 93. First down, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Ivy drops back, and this time he's going to be sacked back at the 25. I don't know if that was a called run or a pass. Kind of gave up on it a little bit and then took off, and they collapsed on him.
I don't know why, Saunders is running a lot of dump routes, and there's nobody around him. I mean, 7-8 yards from him, but he can deal with that. I don't know why they just don't dump it out there to him.
So a loss of 3 back to the 25. 2:41 to go here in the half. 3 receivers to the right now, 1 here near side. Here's a snap, looking, fires. It's going to be complete at about the 18-yard line. That's Ruddle on the catch.
That's a good throw, good timing throw on the out route. Hit him right in the chest, went down, covered the ball up, got himself a manageable 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about, let's call it 6, maybe 7 for the 1st down. Clock running, approaching 2 minutes to go here in the half. Tigers have 2 timeouts left. Ivy brings them to the line, 2 receivers right and left. Now they jump, and we'll get us 5.
A lot more manageable 3rd down now.
They tried to hard count, got them to jump up front, and that'll give us another 5. As they'll spot it at the 13 now. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about a yard. 2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. There's operating on this left hash. They'll give it to Saunders up the middle. He has a 1st down, goes across the 10, inside the 10 to about the 9. That'll be enough for a Hardin County Bank 1st down and 10.
Good push by up front. I saw the center go get the linebacker off a snap. He had good speed and locked him up, kept him from being able to slide over and get in that hole where Saunders got the 1st down.
So Heath Hardin comes in now for the Tigers, as they'll have it 1st and goal from the 8. Brody brings them to the line, receiver right, receiver left. Saunders stands to his right. Here's a snap. Brody's going to keep it right up the middle. Has some running room. He's at the 5, spinning around into the end zone. Did he score? Touchdown, Tigers.
That a baby.
Now we're in it.
They faked it to Saunders. He got hit at the 5, spun around, and they spun him right into the end zone. And the Tigers are an extra point away from tying this one up in the rain. So Aketsa will come out. Ivy to hold. Here's the snap is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:21 to go here in the half. 21-21 our score. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Tiger football right here on 93.5 FM.
Illegal substitution's what he's giving. Did we substitute? Legal substitution.
All right, 1:21 to go. We're all knotted up at 21.
Scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company. The Tigers go 9 plays, 75 yards, and Brody Ivy takes it in from 11 yards out to knot things up at 21.
That's a good run he
I
made,
stepped
too.
all over your deal, didn't I?
No worries.
Here's a Ketsa. He'll kick it away. And it'll go
baby.
into the end zone. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 20. Coming up at halftime will be the Tiger Report along with the Central Bank halftime show. You don't want to miss it, guarantee you. We'll get you caught up on all the scoring plays and get you set for the second half. So the defense needs to step up here. Tigers back in it now. It's all knotted up at 21 with 1:21 to go. They have one timeout, and they've got it first down, 1st and 10 at their 20. And now our coaching staff is going down to talk with. Oh, they put it on the 25, didn't they? Yeah. Watching too much college.
Rain's still coming down. Hadn't slacked up much.
No. Well, it must be getting in their eyes. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from the 20. Butler in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. He'll hand it off to right. He takes off. He's dragging Tigers across the 25 to the 26. That little stutter step and a burst of speed by Wright. Pickup of about 6. Second down, 2nd and 4. Clock approaching a minute now. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Wright again. Same play, looking for running room. He gets it this time. He's at the 40-yard line to about the 42. I mean, it's all clogged up, and then the next thing you know, he comes out of the pack.
They can't find him. I mean, he's short that he gets in behind those big linemen, and they can't find him. And then he pops out somewhere, and they're not looking for him.
So it's first down, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Trying to get outside. He gets hit in the backfield, still on his feet, still driving. And he's got 4 or 5 Tigers on him. And then finally they blow the whistle and still didn't get him down. But they'll give him about a yard on the carry. Now they're going in the hurry up. Second down, 2nd and 9. Here's Butler. He'll keep it this time. Got a man wide open, and he's going to drop it at the 50-yard line. Boy, he had somebody bust on that one. The thing is, he had him, and
he could have run to the lake.
Yeah,
neither one of them had it. Quarterback didn't want to throw it to him. He didn't want to catch it.
Yeah. So it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 9. The clock will stop with 18 seconds to go.
But you're right. He was standing there all alone.
Yeah, he could have run the counts.
So they'll look over to the sideline. Now they've got 2 backs in the backfield with Butler. 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Battles. He has running room. He breaks free at the 45. He's going to be hit by Eliff and knocked down.
Good tackle.
That'll be enough for a first down, but they get it to the 39. Clock will stop with 10 seconds to go. And Memphis East will take their final timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. So 21-21 our score. Memphis East has the ball with 10 seconds to go. No timeouts left. They have it at the Tiger 37-yard line, and they'll get the football to start the second half as well.
I mean, this is a big deal
yeah,
right
this
here.
is critical right here.
Because they've got the ability to score in 10 seconds. And defense really needs to play soft and don't let anything get through.
So Butler in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Here comes some pressure. He'll pull it down. He's going to be caught from behind and drugged down, and that'll probably do it. 1 second, and it will.
Good
and
play.
we'll go to halftime. So the Tigers fought their way out of a hole, and they tie it up here in the second, 21-21. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime report. We'll be back from Jim Carroll Stadium right after this. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football here on a rainy Friday night. And the Tigers battled their way back and knotted this thing up. Let's take a look at the scoring plays for the first half.
Well, Steve, East won the toss and they deferred to the second half. The Tigers got the football and they went a quick 3-and-out, giving the ball back to Memphis East. Memphis East goes 4 plays, 74 yards, capped off by a 33-yard touchdown run. That puts Memphis East up 7-0. Hardin County then in return goes 3 more plays and has to punt the ball back to Memphis East. Memphis East then strikes again. They go 5 plays, 40 yards with a touchdown pass from 25 yards out. That extends their lead 14-0. And then the Tigers, they get hot. They go 7 plays, 59 yards. Jacob Saunders takes it in from 2 yards out to cut the lead to 14-7 Memphis East. But then Memphis East strikes back once again. They go one play, a 78-yard touchdown run. That puts them up 21-7. And then Hardin County strikes back. They go 9 plays, 66 yards. Aiden Coleman from 21 yards out to Lamarion White. That cuts the lead, Memphis East lead 21-14. Then the defense comes up big. Memphis East goes 7 plays and has to punt the ball back to Hardin County. And then we knot things up at 21 after going 9 plays, 75 yards, and Brody Ivy takes it in from 11 yards out. And that is currently where we stand at halftime. Hardin County 21, Memphis East 21.
So the Tigers battle back after a rough start in the first quarter. They get down 14. And, Kurt, what do you do now if you're the coaching staff? Either one of y'all can answer this, but now you've got a quarterback battle going on. And, of course, competition, like you said, changes things. We didn't get anything going. We were flat starting out. They bring in Coleman. He gets a spark. They bring Brody back in the second quarter. He has a scoring drive. So now you got yourself a dilemma.
Yeah, well, I mean, competition's a good thing. You know, it's like I remember one time they asked Fulmer about the quarterback competition between Peyton and what was the other you remember when Peyton was and that heck fire. Anyway, Stewart, yeah. And they said, well, you got a quarterback problem. Is that a problem? He went, it's not my problem. It's a good problem to have when you have two that are that good that can play. So I think the competition's good. I think both quarterbacks really turned it up a notch, you know, when they had their opportunity. So, yeah, just let them keep battling. I mean, you kind of want to have an established quarterback, I think. I think you want that guy. And maybe not by the end of this game they'll have that.
Kendall, you know what? Defensively, though, we were setting up here. We got to get a stop. We finally got a couple of stops on defense. They really hurt us with the ground game, not much a passing game. And, you know, what do you do at halftime as far as the adjustments that you can make with the way they're operating their offense?
Well, I think what you've seen throughout this first half is I think we're probably going to get a little bit more aggressive than we were in this first half because we're just doing a lot of looking. Our DNs, they get good leverage, and then they're having to work their way down the line of scrimmage. And, you know, I don't think they're going to pull out many things to be really creative when it comes to their offensive scheme. So I think you're going to see some things, a little bit more blitzing. Hopefully we can keep them from busting any more big plays.
I don't think they can blitz, especially if they blitz off the edges, you know, or if they come inside with a blitz using their 2 inside linebackers and they get outside, that's going to put you one-on-one with that other linebacker. And I don't know we got anybody. I don't know many people can tackle that little tailback out in space by himself.
We've been one-on-one for 24 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the other thing when we got to stop. We started getting more bodies to the point of attack and getting them to the ball carrier to help. A lot of help defense, and it's the reason they were able to get the ball back and along with a fumble snap. That helped too.
Right.
But, yeah, and you think about it, they didn't hurt themselves in that second quarter like they did in the first quarter.
Well, you don't want your safety leading your teams in tackle.
No, and that's the situation right now. You're looking at if he misses, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of times he's been on an island. He made a couple of good plays on this last series that they had the ball, making tackles back there. But you want to see your linebackers and your D linemen being more active, stopping that guy, you know, inside 3 yards.
21-21 our score. We're at halftime. You're listening to the Central Bank Halftime Report. When we come back, Miss Caroline McGowan will step in, and we'll get you caught up on all the other sports action at Hardin County High School. We'll be back in 1 minute. 4, 3. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. 21-21 our score. We're at halftime. It's time now for the Tiger Report. Miss Caroline McGowan steps in.
Tuesday night, the Lady Tigers soccer team got a big 6-2 district win over Jackson Southside. Sophomore Ella Hammond had a hat trick in the first half to give the Lady Tigers a 3-1 lead at the halfway point. Hammond now has 11 goals on the season. In the second half, Hammond added 2 assists with goals coming from Abby Pickens, Riley Strickland, and Kiriana Overstreet. Also on Tuesday, the cross-country teams traveled to Huntington for the Huntington Invitational. Lauren Carpenter led the ladies with an 8th place finish out of 105 girls. Kayla Brown led the boys with an 18th place finish out of 136. The boys team finished 3rd out of 12 schools. On Monday, the Lady Tiger and Tiger Golf teams competed in the Tennessee River Classic Golf Tournament in Decaturville. The Tigers were led with low scores by Weston Roten and Sam McGinley. They finished 7th out of 15 teams. The Lady Tigers were led with low scores by Layla Arnold. The volleyball team has 3 matches next week. On Monday, they will travel to Liberty. On Tuesday, they will host Middleton, and on Thursday, they will travel to McNary Central. Next week is football homecoming week at HCHS. The theme for the week is Game Over. The dress-up days are as follows. Monday, Guitar Hero, dress as your favorite band or musician. Tuesday, Game of Life, seniors dress like senior citizens, juniors dress like adults, sophomores dress like little kids, and freshmen dress like babies. Wednesday, Guess Who, dress as any board game character or video game character. Thursday, grab your player 2. Grab a friend and dress as any rhyme without a reason. Friday, Big Maroon Friday. Wear maroon, white, or gray. There will be a Powder Puff football tournament next week, with the championship being played at Friday's pep rally, followed by the homecoming parade at 1:30. Congratulations to our 2024 football homecoming royalty. Freshman attendant Averly Warren, sophomore attendant Brooklyn Griggs, junior attendant CC Rasback, senior attendants yours truly Caroline McGowan and Shiloh Witten, and football queen Emma Gray. The Tigers will take on Jackson Northside for next week's homecoming game. This is also the Go Gold game for childhood cancer awareness. If you can't make it out to Jim Carroll Stadium, tune in right here on K93 and be sure to stick around for the Tiger halftime report with yours truly, Caroline McGowan.
Okay, Caroline, I kind of take offense to Tuesday with the senior citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what does that consist of? Dress like a senior citizen. I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Okay, well, right now I've got a muumuu, like a nightgown, and I've got some glasses, but they're blue light, and then I think I might get me a wig. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's for all you senior citizens listening out there. I thought I'd throw that in, kind of throwing us under the bus as old people.
Well, I'm
but
sorry.
we're glad to be a part of it. Great job as always. Second
Thank
half
you.
coming up here, all knotted up at 21 as the Tigers and the Mustangs will kick it off here in just a few minutes for the third quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. We're at halftime, 21-21 our score. Hey, I want to encourage you to head over to Poppy's Barbecue in the morning, get you something to eat, and play the Pick 6 contest. Got an opportunity to win a free Poppy pack. All you have to do is pick 6 games, and you might just be the winner, and the one that wins the most Pick 6 contests throughout the season will win a $100 national championship gift pack from Poppy's Barbecue over in Crump, Tennessee. I won week 1 along with Ronnie Armstrong. I donated mine. I'm sure he didn't, and they may have gave him mine to him. He probably said he got 2 of them. But anyway, go over there and play. It's good way to have some fun while you're watching college football. In the morning also, your Sports Saturday will start with Coach to Coach at 8 a.m. We'll follow them with Sports Talk at 9, and then UT football tomorrow night as the Vols and Kent State hook up right here on 93.5 FM. So we're a few minutes away from the third quarter kick. Tigers still in the locker room. Memphis East still in the locker room over there. So we battled back, got it all knotted up back at 21. And now we need a defensive stop coming out of here in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you just need that catalyst to get going. I tell a lot of people this. Sometimes you'll go to the doctor and they'll tell you you're dehydrated, but all you do is drink water. Well, sometimes all you need is a little bit of sodium to get that water inside your cells to hydrate you, and that's kind of what we're seeing tonight. We got a little bit of sodium there, and then we rolled into halftime, knotted things up, and looking forward to the second half. Hopefully we can come away with a big victory.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, too, to see how we start offensively as well with both quarterbacks doing a really good job in the first half, or they kind of work it the same way, give a couple of series to each guy and see how it goes into the fourth.
Well, you saw it there with Brody's touchdown run. I don't know if we've seen him run with that authority since week 1. And so that's what you want to see. You want to create that fire between your players, and hopefully, like I said, it propels the entire team in the second half.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the second half kick. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Hardin County football right here at Jim Carroll Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson and Brett Cornell on the camera. Streaming live for those that can't make it out to the game and all over this beautiful country. You can find us on our YouTube channel, Slice93, or go to WKWXFM.com, and the link is right there. However it is you're tuning in tonight, we appreciate you tuning in, and, of course, all of our sponsors that sponsor Hardin County football. Both teams back out on the field going through some warm-ups, and we're just a few minutes away from the second half kick, all tied up at 21. Memphis East pretty much had their way with the running game, Kurt. You see them doing anything different or just keep the pedal to the metal?
Us or them?
Them.
No, they're not a throwing team. And if we could get ahead of them, that might be a positive. If we can post a score or two and be able to get ahead, that would be to our advantage, I think. But why would they? I mean, they've got best player on the field is that tailback for them, and I just keep giving it to him over and over. Yeah,
he went out for, I don't know, about 7-8 plays. We twisted him up on a tackle. But, Kendall, the thing is, they're not doing anything, real fancy, more like a zone read. We're stuffing it up, and he's so small, he's getting where he can break it out. But if he ever sees some daylight, it's tough.
They've got about a 5-play playbook. Inside zone, sweep. They tried, throwing just a little sticker out there to the outside and getting somebody on the edge.
Quarterback keep.
Yeah, it's really just about getting to the edge. If they can get there, they're content with what they do offensively. That's going to be a challenge for us here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all going to come down to is if our defense can get stops. I mean, if they're not able to stop them, I don't know that we consistently can match them score for score.
East will defend the north end zone here in the third. We'll kick it south to north. Aketsa will put it down at the 40-yard line. That banana pudding good?
Yeah, like
for all of America to hear.
Chocolate lab over there.
Well, I mean, I didn't.
Well, here, you go ahead. You eat. I'll turn you down there.
Just wondering what that sound was.
I didn't know you was looking at me. I thought I kind of got mine over here to the side.
Don't bite that spoon, Kurt.
Aketsa puts it down at the 40 as we get ready for the third quarter. Whistle blows. And here's a squib kick on the ground, still on the ground. He'll pick it up at the 30-yard line, try to make a move to the outside, breaking a couple of arm tackles. Still on his feet now at the 40 to the 45. And poor tackling there on that one. And he took it at the 30 and gets it to midfield. So good field position to start this drive. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So Butler will bring them out. Wright will be the tailback. He's gone most of the night. Got twisted up a little bit in the second quarter. We've seen 3 tailbacks. Now they'll bring Battles out, and they'll go to a 2 tailback set. And now here comes a flag as they broke the huddle with 12. Go ahead there.
I was going to say that's pretty good counting you did there. You picked up on that.
So that'll move them back.
I can finish this banana pudding while they're marking that penalty off.
Yeah, don't let us bother. So that'll push it back to the 45. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from their 45. They'll go 2 backs in the backfield. They'll stand to the left of Butler. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Battles right up the middle. He's going to be hit there by Johnson and drugged backwards. Maybe a yard gain on the play, so that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a good play there by Johnson right in the middle.
Yeah, the interior defense that time, it's stalemate there at the line of scrimmage. They made the play.
Also Townley in on the tackle for Hardin County. So they'll spot it now at the 47-yard line. It'll be second down, second and about 13. Shotgun formation, 4-man front. Here's a snap. This time they look to outside, and he'll flip it back inside.
Good tackle.
And they'll make the grab there, and Eliff comes up and makes the grab. He threw that one sidearm. That was a good play. So he sprinted right out to the left, faked it to him, and then hit the inside receiver.
I don't know why they don't throw it more. I mean, he's an athlete.
I think he throws all of them sidearm.
So it'll bring up a third down as they move it to the 44-yard line of the Tigers. Third down, 3rd and 4. Same formation. Here's a snap. He was rolling to the right, flips it out to right, breaks the tackle there. Now on his feet at the 40, 35, and he's going to go to the house. He broke the tackle. That was Adams in the backfield, had him, just ran through his arms. Excuse me, that Adams and also Baylor Rasback back there.
Well, the problem, it was just Adam on the tackle. If you'd had 3 of them there, they can make that tackle, but it was he saw it, read it, got out there. He just olayed. I mean, that guy just broke his ankle.
So Adams goes in from 34 yards out, and that breaks the tie on the first drive of the third quarter, 27-21.
Had him in a good place there, too. I mean, had him in decent yardage situation.
Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:25 to go. 28-21 our score here in the third. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. (28-21) as the Mustangs take the opening kickoff.
Yeah,
here in the third.
Kendall made a good point. We made an adjustment, and that was to stop them from, running between the tackles like they were doing in the first half. But they picked up on it and adjusted and started flipping the ball out into the flats, and that's what created a lot of that yardage in that drive.
So Wyke and Saunders back deep. And here's a low kick. It's going to be taken at the 25. We'll pick it up there at the 30. Ooh. Still on her feet at the 35 to about the 37. That's Pig on the carry. So the Tigers will take over. First down, 1st and 10. They're opening series here in the third quarter. Ivy will come out to start the first drive here in the third. He'll send Ruddle and Smith out to the near side. They're going from the south to the north end zone. They're scrimmaging from the far hash. And Wyke and Ruddle over there to his right. Saunders stands to his left, 4-man front by the Mustang. Now man in motion comes near side. That's Eliff. High snap. They'll give it to Saunders. He has a little running room to the outside across the 45 down to about the 46, maybe 47-yard line. So a good pickup on first down.
I tell you how good the offensive line's blocking right now. That was a mishandled snap, and it was kind of snafu'd in the backfield, but they blocked long enough and stayed on their guys to get Saunders out in the open.
So a pickup of about 8 on the carry. Second down, second and a long 2. The ball at the 46, the Tigers 46. 2 receivers right and left. Shotgun formation. Here's a high snap, goes over Brody's head, and he's going to have to eat it right at the 30-yard line. This is eerily similar to last week in the second half. Well, so we lose back to the 30-yard line. And it'll be second down, second in a bunch now. They need to get it to the 47 for the first. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 over here to the near side. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires, and overshoots Saunders. They were trying to set up the screen. They had 3 linemen over here, and he threw it over everybody. And so the Tigers will have to punt it away. They had something going, then a bad snap got them behind the sticks, and Carter Pigg will have to come out here and kick it away. So Brown back deep for the Mustangs. Pigg will stand at his 15-yard line. Here's a snap, a good one. No pressure. He'll get it away. It's an end-over-end kick. It'll take a Tiger bounce across the 50 to about the 41-yard line of the Mustangs, where it goes out of bounds. Had to wait a minute.
Well, you know how he goes back and comes back down the line?
Mm-hmm.
That's for a ball that lands out of bounds. That's not for a ball that rolls out of bounds. That ball was on the ground and rolled out of bounds.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Mustangs, right in the backfield along with Butler, the quarterback, shotgun formation, and Battles. They got 2 tailbacks to the left. Here's a snap. They'll fake it to him. They look left, and then they fire over the middle of the field, complete. And he goes across the 45 to about the 39. And, man, they've got us confused on that play.
That's a good play right there.
They've run the same play 5 straight times, and it's completely RPO.
Yeah, he's got 3 options.
Yeah.
That's Thomas on the reception. First down, 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a snap. Ball's on the ground. This time Butler tried to pull it out of his tailback Brown, and they'll lose back to the 45.
You know, that's another thing, and y'all talked about it last week. I wasn't there, but the actual exchange on the snaps in the shotgun, like tonight, there's been probably 4 that were just not right, you know.
Here's a snap, handoff to Brown, looking for running room. And he's going to be met in the hole and driven backwards. They'll blow the whistle, and that's big Johnson.
Yeah,
he had the blocker and Brown.
That's the first time I've seen that kid hit the wall, and I mean, he hit Johnson, and that was the end of that.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 12. The ball resting at the Tigers' 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. They've got Brown now to the left of Butler in the shotgun. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires over the middle of the field. He's got a man wide open, and he overshoots him. Thank goodness he was splitting the 2 Tiger defenders, but he also took a look down, too, as he heard Eliff coming over, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out their punt team. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 12, 7:10 to go, 28-21, East on top. We're in the 3rd quarter. Back deep is White. He'll stand at his own 10-yard line. They'll punt it from the 44. Tigers got a lot of people up on the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap. He'll get it out of there. He punts it high in the air and short, and it'll take a bounce out of bounds.
11.5-yard punt. That's pretty good for the Tiger.
With backspin.
Yeah. So they'll spot it, it looks like, right around the 28, and the Tigers will have it first down, 1st and 10 at the 28. And now Coleman will come out and work this series for the Tigers. 7:02 to go, 28-21 our score, East on top. Tigers had a little bit of something going, and then a bad snap. And then we couldn't complete the screen.
Well, and that's the other thing. If you snap it over a quarterback's head in a shotgun, you're going to lose over 10 or more, and it's hard to make up.
Here's a snap, looking, fires, complete at the 25, still battling. I think that's Ruddle, or Eliff it is, to the 27. Pickup of a couple, so it'll be second down, 2nd and 8. Had potential.
Yeah, they just didn't get the block they needed out there to free him up for a few more yards.
So 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. They're going from the south to the north. Saunders to the right of Coleman. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Jacob. He's right up the middle at the 35, still on his feet, and knocked down at the 40-yard line. He had a blocker out there. That was White, but that'll be enough for a Hardin County Bank first down.
Eliff's the one that made the block. Eliff got downfield and made the block on the safety that freed him up. Good hustle on his part to get downfield and make that block that counted.
So first down, 1st and 10. The ball at the 40, our 40. Coleman sends a man in motion. Here's a snap. They'll fake it to him, and he'll go right up the middle at the 45. And right around the 50-yard lines, he'll be knocked down right in the eye of the Tiger there.
That's kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, they'll bring it back at the 49. They've run that a couple of times.
Yeah, but they usually run it as a counter. But he ran with the flow, and you would thought the defense would have flowed with them, but he still made it work.
Pickup of 8. It'll be second down, 2nd and 2. 5:30 to go here in the third. Tigers trail 28-21. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, rolls left, rolling, got under pressure now. He's going to fire downfield.
That's a good throw.
And they fire out of bounds, but they had ridden Eliff completely out of bounds. Tiger fans not happy.
Well, he was out of bounds.
But he was out of bounds, yeah.
He's got to be in bounds to have a penalty thrown.
So that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 2.
Not any separation on our receivers from our coverage guys. They're just playing man, and that's freeing everybody up in the middle to play the run, and we can't shake them in the man.
Here's a 3rd down play. Here's a snap. Saunders up the middle. He's hit, trying to drive forward. He might get the 50, but he's going to be about a yard short.
Be an interesting
Maybe
call
2.
here. Now, see, Steve, you talking about going on the hard count.
Yeah.
On 3rd down there would have been
the time to do it.
The time to do it, yeah. And then have that play called that they ran anyway and go the hard count and then call it off.
4th down, 4th and 2. They're looking over to the sideline. The offense is out on the field, and it looks like they may want to go for it.
I wondered what they'd do. This is a bold move. You only down 1 score, but you've only stopped them twice pretty much in the game.
So Coleman will bring them to the line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Hand goes up. They'll have to hurry. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. He'll have the first down, and he'll drag a Mustang to the 45. That'll be a Hardin County Bank first down as they went off that right side of the offensive line.
Good job. Good job by everybody. I mean, that's a crucial play in the ball game right there.
I'm not so sure they were ready. They may have thought we were going to try to hard count them there.
Yeah,
ran the play.
right.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the Mustangs 44. Now they'll go trips right with Smith, Eliff, and White. Ruddle, the lone receiver over here to the near side. Here's a snap. Now Coleman trying to look for some running room, and he'll be hit and then drives forward for about a yard.
You're either going out or you're going in. You got to make your mind up.
Second down, 2nd and 9 from the 43.
It's one of those things, if you hesitate, against a team like this, you're not going to go
Or you have that ability to plant that foot and all of a sudden be in the secondary.
Sure. Now Ruddle will spread out to the right. 2 receivers here near side. 4-man front for the Mustangs. They'll creep up a backer. Here's a snap. Looking. He's under pressure. The ball is on the ground. They'll pick it up and be knocked down at the 40-yard line. Coleman comes up limping, and he got hit from the blind side. He was rolling to the right, and the Mustangs get a turnover. So they get the first turnover of the game with 3:14 to go here in the third quarter, leading 28-21. Boy, it had disaster all over it. He came just untouched from his right defensive end spot and got Coleman from behind. Now they'll go first down, 1st and 10 at our 40. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Brown up the middle. Has a block there at the 35. He's at the 30. He's going to be tripped up inside the 25 to the 24, just picking his way down the field.
Yeah, Kendall Eliff at safety is going to lead the team in tackles.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you want any of the other 10 to make more tackles than he does.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the 24. Here's a snap. Butler has it, looking, flips it out to right, and he breaks the tackle. Ball's on the ground, and I think the Tigers end up with it. They do.
That's huge.
I don't know who was out there that spun him around, but he forgot the football, laid it on the ground, and the Tigers get it back with 2:44 to go here in the third.
Like it never happened.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we talked about happening in that first game of the year, that kind of stuff. They had the momentum after getting the turnover and then turn it right back over. Doesn't help them any.
Here's a snap. They'll hand it to Saunders. He gets outside at the 25, and then he's going to be drugged down from behind at the 30.
Saunders on the carry. Tackle made by Macklin.
A pickup of 6 on the carry. It'll be second down, 2nd and 4. Coleman back in the game at quarterback. Got dinged up a little bit on that sack.
Explosive plays are hard to come by against a team with this kind of speed.
Yeah, our guy's fast. They're faster. 2 receivers here near side, 1 on the far side. Here's a snap. Coleman's going to keep it again, and this time nothing there.
I mean, need to make an inside move there and get north and south. And just turn it upfield.
Gets to the 31, and I thought we had an injured Tiger, but he's tying his shoe. So that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 3 from our 31. 1:42 to go here in the third. Tigers are behind 28-21.
I know what quarter we're in now. I'm doing better.
Now they'll send a receiver right, 2 here to the near side. Saunders right behind Coleman. Here's a snap. They'll give it to him right the middle. Bobbles it at the handoff, and he's just going to be swallowed up as they whipped us up front on that one.
Well, and another factor, last year's team, Carter Smith being a 3rd or 4th year quarterback and had a golden arm. These teams would have to play more honest against us if we had a really good throw game, but it's only average, and teams can kind of take advantage of us.
Brown back deep, Pig in the punt, stands at his 15. Here's a snap. Here comes some pressure. He's got to get it away. He does. And it's going to go out of bounds on their sideline, probably around the 40.
Their punt timing's off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taking them too long to get the ball off his foot, and I don't know exactly where that's coming from. But, I mean, he kicked that under the guy's arm.
Well, he's had somebody in his face about every punt attempt. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 41, where it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Mustangs. From our 41, we play most of this third quarter on our side of the field. And now here comes the rain again. So Butler this time will have Brown and Wright back there with him at tailback. He'll send 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side as they switch balls. And out comes the umbrellas and the rain jackets. Four-man front for the Tigers. First down, 1st and 10. Mustangs. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Battles, his tailback. And he'll be drugged down by Pig, but he'll pick up to about the 36-yard line, a pickup of about 6 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 4. Clock rolling, 22 seconds to go here in the 3rd. They're in no hurry.
Good name for a football player. Battles. He's won some today, too.
Receiver right, two to the right, one to the far side. Shotgun formation. They may let it go all the way into the 4th. 5 seconds to go, and I believe they will. So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Memphis East 28, Hardin County 21. We'll go to the 4th. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, we move to the 4th quarter. 28-21, East on top. They've got it 2nd down, 2nd and 5 from our 35. Tigers need another defensive stop here. We've each had a turnover. Here comes a man in motion near side. They're going from the south to the north end zone now. Here's Butler. He'll hand it off to Battles. This time he'll run into the pile, but he's just driving it backwards. He may have enough for a 1st down. Their whole backfield, I think if you stacked them on top of each other, they might be 6'3".
They have that low center of gravity.
Yeah.
That's one
And
reason.
they're not big. They're just.
But look at his thighs. That number 22.
He's thick.
Yeah, he's strong. Got twitch.
So a yard short of the 1st down. It'd be 3rd down, 3rd and 1. They spot it at the 31. Shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield to the right of Butler. Here's a snap. They'll give it to him. He cuts it up the middle of the field at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Well, Kendall, that's one of the things we were talking about there. Safety doesn't make the play.
Yeah,
it's 6. But somebody's supposed to tackle him before he gets to the safety. So, I mean, it's just.
Well, he cut it back to the inside when he did. It wasn't nothing but grass.
He gets downhill.
Well, what he does is they're giving him the ball running parallel to the line of scrimmage, and he's just looking for where the opening is. And if he sees it over the center, that's where he goes. If it's outside, that's where he goes. He's a good running back.
So waiting the extra point. Here's a snap. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. 11-14 to go here in the game. Memphis East pulls out 35-21. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back in 30 seconds. $35-21. Tigers are going to have to dig out of a hole again.
Yeah,
here in the fourth.
This is where we didn't want to be. We wanted to be 35-21.
So East will kick it away. Back deep is White and Saunders. Here's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by White. Goes through his arms at the 10. He'll pick it up. Now he's in trouble at the 15, at the 17-yard line. And he takes a shot. And, boy, they're doing some talking now to this Tiger team. They're feeling it. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10.
That running back of theirs, he's going to have 185 yards.
Well, they got 3 good ones.
Yeah, I think if he went down, they'd
be fine.
They'd be fine.
1st and 10 from the 18. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap. Rolling to that side. Under pressure. He's got to get rid of it, and he's going to be hammered.
Both legs got it.
Their second sack. Helmet comes off from the defensive end, and he gets sacked back at the 10-yard line. Man, that's a slow developing play.
Yeah. The push on the tackles is too much to run kind of a bootleg
I mean,
play.
in that situation there, you got a quarterback that's drifting.
Yeah.
It's not a rollout.
No.
Or at least I don't think it is. He's just drifting to his left to stay away from trouble. But if you're drifting, you're not running. And you got to realize your time is limited.
Shotgun formation. Now he'll move Saunders to his right. They'll give it to him, looking for something. Now he'll bounce it outside at the 15. Stutter steps there and then knocked down back close to the original line of scrimmage. Jacob just can't get outside on this bunch. They'll spot it at the right at the 18, the original line of scrimmage.
We
so
can't
it'll be
block
3rd
their
down and 10.
secondary. We can't keep a block on secondary. I mean, if he gets a block there, he's off and running.
So now Coleman will send 2 receivers left, 2 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking.
He is.
Fires into
man.
double coverage. Got a man wide open down the hashes. That was White, but he was looking to the right the whole way, and it falls incomplete. Clock stops at 9:48 to go here in the game, and the Tigers will have to punt it away. So Pig will come in. He'll have to ice his leg down tonight. And the rain is falling harder now here at Jim Carroll. Here's a snap. No rush this time. He gets off a low kick. It's going to hit at the 50-yard line.
Look at that.
And then now he's going to pick it up.
That's awful.
As we didn't hustle to get down there, but luckily Elif got down there and
the ball's
stopped
laying
it.
on the ground. Nobody's going to down it. Everybody quit. I don't know what that was.
Well, let me ask you this. He did make a hand gesture.
Oh, like a fair catch.
Yeah, well, it's down low.
Well, you're supposed to hustle.
Well, that down low means nobody get away from the ball.
Yeah, but I understand that. But either way, they've got it. First down, 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. 9:35 to go. Tigers have 3 timeouts. They're down, and they have 3 to go. Now we get lined up, 4-man front. Here's a snap. Rolling to the right. That's Butler. He's going to keep it. Looking for some space. He's got it at the 50. Still on his feet. Lowers his head at about the 41 where he's run out of bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. They just flooded that side and got leverage on us, and he picked up about 13 on the carry.
Yeah. Reminds me a lot of junior pro because, you get your fastest guy and you run on the outside. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from the Tiger 41. And now we got a snap infraction. He clapped. He thought about snapping it.
He snapped it and just held it
It just
between
held
his
on to
legs.
it, yeah.
Maybe it was a disappearing ball trick, you know. That.
So that'll move them back 5 to the 46 of the Tigers. Next week will be homecoming here at Jim Carroll Stadium. Northside will be in town. It's also Go. Be a lot of festivities going on here at the high school and in town. For Northside, it'll be our second district matchup, and it'll be a huge game for the Tigers. Here's a snap. That's right. He's going to roll to his left side. He took a direct snap. Butler.
Good play.
Adams has him. Keeps dragging him back. And finally he gets some help with Pig. And they're going to spot it here at the 48-yard line.
I know one thing. Hardin County needs to start tackling the football. If they can, they're having a hard time tackling the guy. They may not be able to do it.
So Memphis East will take the timeout with 8:27 to go here in the fourth. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. A rainy night here in Hardin County. And Memphis East has a commanding lead, 35-21. It was 21-21 at the half. They took the third quarter opening drive, scored, and then they just scored again, and they've got the ball back. Second down, 2nd and 16, and time is not on our side now. We haven't been able to do anything offensively here in the second half. And once again, it's kind of been the theme. The defense has been on the field most of the second half. Butler in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his tailback. He's going to be hit in the backfield by Parker Gerals. He'll pick up a couple of yards to the 45, where it'll be third down. 3rd and about 13. To go for the first down. They'll have to go out. That's Battles. He lost his helmet, and they'll bring in Brown. Ain't much difference between, they've gone mostly with a two-back set. Now they'll bring Brown. They'll spread him out. So they'll go two receivers right and left, four-man front for the Tigers. Butler in the shotgun formation right to his left. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking. They're just going to flip it to him. He's got it, has running room at the 40, 35, 30, going down the sideline, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. That'll be a first down and a lot more. But we have a flag in the backfield. Let's see what that is.
Well, if we were offside, it would have been blown dead. Illegal shift.
So that one's coming back. Thank goodness. Man, he's explosive. I don't know if you're watching it, you can tell. If you're here,
you can really tell.
You really tell. Yeah.
I'll tell you something else, too, about him. You know, his head, like, never moves. He's just, like, scooting. You know, it's.
So that'll move it back to the 50-yard line, where it'll be third down and looks like about 19 or 20. About 19 now. So now they'll go two receivers right and left. Butler looking over to the sideline, gets a play right to his right. Now man in motion. Here's a straight drop. Looking. Still on his feet. Still trying to find somebody. Now he'll fire. He's got a man wide open, and he's going to be blasted at the 31, but he's going to have enough for the first down. I don't know who busted over here on this side, but Elif came in from
it's 8 seconds in the backfield.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody can defend the field for that long. That's on the defensive line, not being able to get any pressure on quarterback.
So they're going to say, is he short?
They're going to measure.
Yeah. Looks like he's right at the 31. That looks like where the down marker is. So I believe they are going to measure. While we have a timeout, we want to remind you to go over to Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee for your game day. Get you a tailgate party pack or whatever you choose to eat for your football Saturday, and play the Pick 6 game and get a chance to win a free Poppy pack. That's Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee. They stretch it out. He'll have it by about a half of football. Also, join us in the morning. Your Sports Saturday starts at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach. Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis will get you ready for SEC football, and they'll take a deep dive into Tennessee and Kent State coming up tomorrow night right here on 93.5 FM. And then we'll be behind them at 9 a.m. for Sports Talk. We'll have Coach Seaton in. We'll talk about tonight's game, get you ready for homecoming next week.
Where can you watch that Tennessee game tomorrow night?
I'm not sure, but you can listen to it right here on 93.5 FM.
Boy, that was a good segue, wasn't it?
Two receivers right and left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. First down play. He fires, and it's going to be dropped. I'm trying to see who that is on coverage. That's Riley Head. As that ball was a little bit underthrown, too. So that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 7:08 to go, and it is not our friend because we trail by 14, and they're at our 31.
We hadn't scored in the second half.
So Butler brings them to the line. Two receivers right and left. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Wright. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and then he's going to be hit and bottled up. But he'll pick up about 2 or 3. Pig was right there. He just sidestepped him. And it's just like he was there, and then he wasn't. So to bring up third down, 3rd and 6. The ball spotted at the 27. Butler taking his time, looks over to the sideline now. They'll send 3 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Wright will stand behind him, the tailback. 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. 1-step drop, looking, no pressure. Now here it comes. He's going to be hit. The pass is going to be caught, I think, right at the first down marker, but there is a flag on the play.
It's usually on defense right there.
So holding on Memphis East.
I think the crowd may have gotten that call. They've been very energetic crowd wanting to help the officials see what's going on.
So holding, the flag was dropped right at the 30-yard line, holding against East.
Now, will they bring that back to, yeah, that's where they're marking it from, the line of scrimmage.
So that'll move it back to the 37, where it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 15. Butler in the shotgun formation, 2 tailbacks to his right. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Battles. He breaks a couple of tackles in the backfield, still breaking tackles. Then he's going to be hit from behind by Rasback. That's Brown on the carry. It's just like kind of like being out in the backyard, backyard football.
Yeah, he's slippery.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one of those deals, you know, when they really get down to the fundamentals, tackling, getting your head in front of the runner. And every one of those tackles, because of his quickness, he was ahead of – we couldn't get our head in front of him. He just one-arm tackle after another. He just kept slipping right through.
So it'll be 4th down, 4th and 11 from the 32. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap.
Pass.
Straight drop. Looking over the middle. Nothing there. Rolls to the right. Now he fires complete. And here's another flag.
Illegal substitution.
Incomplete. I'm sorry. I said complete. Incomplete.
Yeah,
He dropped it.
Illegal substitution is what they're calling. We should decline that.
So that was a 4th down play. And it is
No,
on them.
they changed it. Ineligible.
So the Tigers will take over. First down, 1st and 10. At the 32-yard line. With 5:08 to go, trailing by 14. Another rainy night for the Tigers. Last week it rained throughout the game, on and off, and it's been pretty much a steady rain since midway through the first quarter. Here's a snap. Coleman drops. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be sacked again. 54 is just having his way. Up front, we can't block him. And we get sacked back to the 24. And the fans are getting ugly, ugly right now. Second down, the bunch. Here's a snap. Quick throw. Complete. That's Saunders still on his feet. Picks up about a yard or two. Man, it is. Once he gets started, they're all over him. And Kirk, they say speed kills.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's.
Yeah, you look at their defensive front. They're bigger than us across their defensive front, and they're faster than us in the back end. So, I mean, it's.
3rd down, 3rd and 15 now from our 27. Here's a snap. Low, rolling to the right, has time, fires, and it's going to fall incomplete. He'd been way short of the first down. He looks like Elif, the intended receiver. So that'll bring up 4th down. And Elif, I think, is still on the ground over here. And we've got a timeout.
What, did he land on the ball?
I'm not sure.
Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, I see his foot up now. See, like that throw right there, I mean, he was in a situation on 3rd down, but he was well covered. And he did make a good throw to make sure that he threw it way out in front of the defender, but the defender had as good an opportunity to catch a good pass, as we did. I'd like to see him, turn it up like he's going to run it and make that defender make a decision between him and the ball carrier. And then if he takes the quarterback just dumps it over his head to the receiver. And they're in man coverage, so there's no other help like in a zone situation.
So the Tigers will have to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 15 from their own 27. 3:49 to go here in the game. East on top, 35-21. It's been all East in the second half. We were all knotted up at 21 at halftime. But Tigers unable to get any kind of offense going here in the second half. Coleman fires. Got a man. He's pushed down, and it's going to be intercepted. Still on his feet at the 40-yard line, and then knocked down at the 36. So White was open, but the defender ran right over the top of him and made the grab.
Yeah, I mean, did smart. I mean, he threw it beyond the sticks. They had to do that pretty much to get a first down. Wasn't a bad decision. It was that or punt.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 East from the Tigers' 36.
Can't really punt down 14 with 3.5 minutes.
No. Butler brings them out. This time they'll empty the backfield. They'll go 4 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the right. They're running a bunch package over here to the near side with 4 receivers. Here's a snap, quick throw, complete, looking for a block, has one, and still on his feet, spinning around, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 29, and here comes a flag, and that's going to be on us. Yeah. Hit him up high, and he'll quickly come out of the game, and that'll add insult to injury right there as that'll tack on another 15. So a personal foul on the Tigers on the hit. And I saw the hit. I think it was up high. But that's not going to help the faithful over here. They don't believe it. And a little frustration is setting in now on this Tiger team and the fans. 3:25 to go, 35-21 score. First down, 1st and 10 from the 14. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Battles in now at tailback. They're looking over to the side, and he's wanting them to wait just a minute before they snap this ball. Man comes in motion. They'll give it to him, and he'll avoid Pig, but then he's going to be swallowed up by Johnson back in the backfield, and the Tigers will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 3:09 to go here in the contest. 35-21, Memphis East on top. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM.
Watch football all day.
Welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. 3:09 to go here in the game.
Let's see if we can hold them out. Moral victory.
Second down, 2nd and 13.
They can test how much grit they've got and how they'll bow up here in the last 20 yards.
From the 17 of the Tigers, 3 receivers to the right. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Battles up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles, picks up back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. We'll call another timeout, our second.
You know, I've seen, no less than 20 tackles on him, close to the line of scrimmage. And he just runs right through them like they're not
He's
going
to run through an arm tackle. He's strong. He's quick, shifty. It's not just him. It's all 3 of them. That's Battles there.
Yeah.
Wright's their starter, and then they'll bring in Brown and then Battles. And
they got 1, 5, and 22.
Yeah, Five's
is he a receiver?
He's a receiver, but they're just kind of a clone of each other. Be sure to tune in the morning at 8 a.m. for Coach to Coach. Following them will be Sports Talk. We'll talk about tonight's game, get you set for homecoming next week at 9. And then Tennessee football coming up later tomorrow afternoon and evening. Here on 93.5 FM.
East is good, but they're not going to beat a team that's got equivalent speed and a passing game. Bottom line.
3rd down, 3rd and 7 from the 12. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Battles, looking for some running room. He gets hit, and then he's going to be drugged backwards. And I think he got the line of scrimmage, and we'll use our final timeout. So let's take a timeout with them. 2:54 to go here in the game. Tigers trail 35-21. We'll have 4th down play when we come. All right, 2:54 to go in the game, 35-21. We got a fourth down play coming. Fourth down, 4th and 6 from the Tiger 11. Butler will bring his team out. No, they're going to kick a field goal. Okay.
Well,
So they bring their field goal team out.
well, if he misses, like I said, this is a gritty stop if they keep them making this field goal.
Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is no good to the left.
Good
so
job.
the Tigers hold.
Good job. That tells you something about their character.
2:49 to go. We'll have it first down, 1st and 10. At the 20. And this is a game that you really need a passing game right now, but the weather is not cooperating either. The rain is really coming down right now.
Well, we're mainly a running team anyway, but being a running team and behind against guys that can catch you. I mean, it's the first time I've seen Saunders be held. He hadn't had but about 1 or 2 runs over 15 yards. He's usually a game breaker, and it's just their speed is the difference.
So whistles blowing everywhere. What are we doing? Memphis East wants to call a timeout. They can't get everybody lined up, I think, or got too many people on the
They're
field.
putting new jerseys in the game.
Yeah. So they'll take a timeout. We'll take another quick timeout with them. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. .249 to go. Tigers trail by 14. No more timeouts left for the Tigers. Shotgun formation. Saunders goes in motion right. Now they'll empty the backfield. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, fires downfield. He's got Saunders off his fingertips. Had him. Looked like he kind of slowed up a little bit.
Good throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did miss, ran the old wheel route up the sideline, and they were running with him. But it was a great throw. I mean, he threw the ball right on the money, and it just fingertipped it.
So the clock stops with 2:42 to go. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Now they go 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the far side. 4-man front for East. Here's a snap. Fires, complete to Saunders. Cuts it back to the inside at the 25, at the 30, still on his feet at the 32. That'll be enough for a Hardin County Bank first down. So they got to get up there.
I'd like to have seen them doing a lot of this earlier in the game.
Clock stops while they set the chains, and now 54 is going to have to come out. Boy, he's a man-child.
He's a bow-legged man-child.
Man. 3 receivers right, 2 to the far side, 4-man front. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires downfield. Got White on the sideline. He makes the grab, but out of bounds. Good catch, but about a yard out of bounds.
Another pretty throw.
Yep. Clock stops with 2:11 to go. And it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
They're in that too deep. They need to find the middle of the field somewhere or another to split those safeties.
So now they'll put Jacob back beside Coleman. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap, straight drop. Here comes some pressure. He'll step up in the pocket. Now he'll take off. He's at the 40, 45. at the 50, still on his feet. He's spinning around, and he gets inside Mustang territory to the 46. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank first down.
Good hard run, and the right choice, too. Them being in the coverage they're in, it's open if he can get past the defensive front.
Clock winds now, under 2 minutes to go. Tigers are going to have to hurry here. 2 receivers right and left, 4-man front, taking too much time. Here's a snap, straight drop. Here comes the pressure. Now they complete it underneath at the 45-40. Saunders trying to get out of bounds. He does at the 40-yard line.
Smart play.
Yeah, and they'll stop the clock with 1:41 to go. And finally they hit on a little screen there as he threw it underneath.
Outran his blockers.
So it'll be second down, second and about 3, pickup of 7 on the play. Cohen, straight drop, fires, complete, and Ruddle has it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
And
he got the clock.
He got out of bounds.
That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank first down. The clock stops with 1:35 to go.
Throws have been on the money.
So they'll spot it at the 34. Aiden in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Fires. Got a man open, but he underthrows him, and it's going to be intercepted. Just couldn't get anything on that one. He had Ruddle down the sideline, and that'll do it for the Tigers. As they get their 3rd turnover in the game, 2nd interception.
Well, you want to overthrow that instead of underthrow it because they're back there with 3 guys playing deep, kind of prevent type defense, and they're just camping out back there for a ball that's underthrown. That's what they did.
Well, it looked like it kind of slipped out of his hands too. It kind of floated out there, and anyway, it stayed up there a long time.
Like I said, making a throwing comeback and you're a running team on a wet field, it's asking a lot.
Stay tuned for the Central Bank postgame show. We'll have the scoring plays and get you ready for next week. We'll be back home here at Jim Carroll Stadium for homecoming. Butler brings them out. Tigers have no timeouts left. They'll have it first down, 1st and 10 from their own 15. They'll give it to Battles up the middle. Big Johnson grabs him and slams him to the ground. He's had a good game tonight.
Yeah, he's played solid.
Clock running now. They may have to snap it maybe one more time. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, whether you watched on our YouTube channel or listening on 93.5 FM or our app, WKWX app. And especially all of our sponsors that sponsor Hardin County football. Now they'll go under center. And this will be the last snap of the ball game. He does. He takes a knee, and that'll do it from Jim Carroll Stadium. Memphis East is going to win 35-21. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have your Central Bank postgame show. That's next. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. It's the Central Bank post-game show. Thanks for keeping it tuned right here to 93.5 FM. Memphis East wins it 35-21. They improved to 3-1 on the season. Tigers fall to 1-3. Let's take a look at the scoring plays for tonight's game.
Well, out of the half, Steve, Memphis East receives the ball. They go 3 plays, 50 yards, connect on a touchdown pass from 43 yards out. That extends their lead to 28-21. Hardin County gets the ball. They go 3 plays and punt the ball right back to Memphis East. But Memphis East returns the favor. They go 4 plays and punt the ball back to Hardin County. Hardin County then goes 8 plays before Aiden Coleman fumbles, and that's recovered by Memphis East. But they return the favor once again, and Adams comes up with a huge fumble recovery. But we're unable to get anything working on offense. We go three more plays, 3 and out, punt the ball right back to Memphis East, and then they go 3 plays, 42 yards, and they punch it in from 32 yards out. That extends their lead to 35-21. And after a couple more punts and then 2 interceptions, Memphis East pulls this one away, 35-21.
Yeah, tough night in the second half. Tigers fought hard, Kirk, in the first half to get it squared up by halftime. And we knew we were going to have a big defensive stop to get the ball back in the third and hopefully get some offense going, but just couldn't do it.
Well, this Hardin County team doesn't have the luxury of being able to expect one guy, to carry them. They don't have. You've got Saunders who's as good as there is out there, and in a lot of games we've seen him. What he had were 15, 18-yard gains would have been scores because we're just playing against that speed. We do not have the luxury to. We have to play perfect football, and what I mean by that is we get one missed block at the line of scrimmage. It's going to throw the whole play because we don't have the talent to make that guy miss. Like tonight, we made a lot of good plays on defense. But if we ever made a mistake and we went inside and he took that step outside, they score. And we can't do that. So, and it puts so much pressure on you as a football team, knowing that you got to play fundamentally and mentally perfect in a ball game to be able to compete against teams that have that kind of talent. And but I think they made some strides. Proud of them. The last next to the last drive for them, we held them inside the 20 in the red zone. It showed you they had enough character and grit. They didn't want to let them score even though they were down 14 points. And they came back and the offense really made a push to try to get down the field again. So their attitude's good. I think the grit's there. They're just going to have to learn how to play fundamentally more sound and play more as a unit. But this is a new unit, so it just takes time.
Yeah, and Kendall next week is homecoming. Not only are you coming off a couple of losses back-to-back, but you got a lot of distractions next week as well. And a really good Northside team coming in and another district game, one that you need to win after the loss last week to South Gibson.
Yeah, I think it's this upcoming week is going to be a pretty big test because, it's really going to fall on your leaders on your team. It's going to test your character and integrity as a team because – it's like you said, we're 2 losses in a row, kind of demoralized. So you got to find it this upcoming week. You got a lot of distractions coming forward with homecoming and whatnot, but then you turn around and you got a Northside team that they're kind of sensing blood and water here, and so as we get back into the lab, so to speak, this upcoming week, I think it really just boils down to what are we going to do when you're faced with kind of the adversity we're dealt with right now. How are we going to respond as a team, and that starts with leadership.
Yep, exactly. I agree with you 100%. And, the thing is, as a football team, we haven't been in this position in a while, 1-3 going in.
Us, them, the fans,
everybody. And so this is something new. But like I said, there's a lot of new on this team. And coaching staff as well, and like you said, they're making strides. I mean, you see some good things that happen. This is not a great night to be able to have to do the things that you were going to have to do really to keep this
Well,
game
and,
close.
and another thing, too, I mean, just these little things that I know that they can play off of from a positive aspect. In that last drive, you saw them use multiple formations that we haven't seen before. They were able to make some really good throws to keep that drive alive. So, I mean, there's things, there's bright spots in there. They just got to figure out how to eliminate the negatives. And I think you're looking at time.
Well, I mean, another thing, too, about tonight is it's just you're kind of dealt a bad hand when it comes to being down. And, it's coming to gully washer out here, and you need to be throwing the ball around the field. And what they've done is they've pretty much said, beat us if you can. They go man coverage on the outside, and they, bring some blitzes here and there. And I think that just made it a little bit more difficult than it makes it just difficult to catch up in general. So, hopefully we can rebound this next week.
Yeah, we get another shot next week as Northside will be in town. It'll be homecoming. It'll be gold. Is September Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we support Gold. And they've done the Bells have done an outstanding job with that. They've raised a lot of money. Along with this community here for St. Jude Hospital, and appreciate what they do because they paid the ultimate sacrifice there with Aaron and the memory of him and keeping that going. So looking forward. Hopefully Chris will come up and tell us about some more goals that they've reached next week. So for now, that'll do it for us here at Jim Carroll Stadium. Remember, in the morning, sports talk at 9 a.m., Coach to Coach at 8. And Tigers lose it 35-21 for Ashton at the station. Kendall, Kirk, Brett on the camera. I'm Steve Cornell saying so long, Tiger fans. See you in the morning at 9.